Better Together campaign is an initiative that's been set up by Together Mutual Insurance in the Granada region, and we've got £25,000 to support locally based community projects. As a mutual insurer, we've always put people before profits. We believe it's very powerful and inspiring to see what can be done, how people improve their lives when communities do come together.
Groundwork is a national federation of environmental charities. We've been around since the early 1980s, and I think we like to think of ourselves as the community charity with the green heart. So the Barton Alleys project is one of our more recent and really exciting projects. The background is that 4 or 5 years ago we worked with Salford Council to install alley gates, the idea being that improves security on the back streets of sort of the typical tourist roads in that area.
I think we've done over probably 12 or 13 million pounds of alley gating, where you legally close off your typical Coronation Street type alleyway, your cobbled rear yard, brick walls, 2.5 metres wide, 3 metres wide, and it's legally closed. But the really successful ones have come on for a second phase where there's a makeover.
We're at Barton, right, Darwell Avenue, and this is our back alley to our gardens. Now before it was a mess, a right mess. It was grass everywhere, weeds everywhere, dogs, everything. So we tried to get the council to clean it up, but they had no funding. So fair enough, they had no funding, so we couldn't do it. And then one day, this leaflet came through from the groundworkers. So off we trot to the groundworkers, puts our plan in action. And then eventually, so it came out that if we did win, most of the money would go on clearing up. So I thought, I'm not having that. So what did we do? I put posters around on Friday night, asked them if they wouldn't mind coming out on the Saturday. So Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, I gets all my garden tools out, I gets cracking with it, and then somebody down the bottom comes in. They come out, and they said, what can I do, Chris? I said, well, go up there and do all that. Right, okay. So that's how it all happened. And then we got the groundworkers to come and have a look, and they were surprised. They couldn't believe what we had done. And it only took a day. And I'm dead proud of that fact, actually, because we really worked hard that day. People come out here now and they sit out here and they enjoy the weather, because when you get nice bright sunshine, it's like a little sun trap here. So people come out and enjoy it now. And you can do more. You can walk up and down, and it's so much better, so much better. Kiddies can play up and down here now on their bikes, and they're away from that road, which is a good thing. It's safety, really.
Well, we now know our neighbours. I think that's the most important thing. Projects like this mean you have to knock on neighbours' doors and say, please help. And then they say, oh, where are you from? And you say, I'm from this house. And they say, oh, and everybody comes out and helps and meets their neighbours.
Well, it makes a big difference, doesn't it, really? I mean, you can look out of your back window now and look at a decent garden sort of thing. Before you couldn't.
If I want to sit in my back garden, I can open my back gate and look out at it. It's beautiful. It's an extension to my garden, and I love gardens.
In order to enter the Better Together campaign and have a chance of getting access to some of the funding, all you have to do is go to togethermutualinsurance.co.uk and follow the links. All we're asking you to do is send in a 200-word submission about why we should support your particular project, with a couple of pictures that show what you want to do.